Broken Dreams, yeah. I mean, it just feels like a lot of this show was in the neighborhood, but just off. For example, Broken Dreams. Why did Drew not come out to Broken Dreams? It's not a song that I care for. A lot of people were saying, are you going to freak if it's Broken Dreams? The answer was no, I don't care. But there was enough people that wanted it, and Drew had been teasing it, that I was like, well, it's going to happen. I totally expect Broken Dreams. But what they did was a video package, and they had Broken Dreams playing on that instead. So Broken Dreams plays, but it's just over a little video package. And then we go into Drew's normal entrance music. Drew comes out to his normal theme and comes down with his sword, stands in the corner, holds that in the air. Pyro goes up. Crowd are absolutely behind him. Crowd are really behind him. There's a, oh, Drew McIntyre. Oh, Drew McIntyre. The thing is, the crowd have had moments to chant and get involved in. Not loads, in all fairness. I really think this was a crowd that the more you gave them, the more they would have rewarded you. If you gave them great action, moments to chant about, things to get involved with, they would have given you that. But there was a lot of stuff here which I just kind of thought was plodding at times. You know, I mean, as I said, first match 3 out of 5. Third match 2.5. Fourth match was about 3, 2, 5. Like, you know, this was not, you know, every match knocking it out of the park by any means. This was substantially below SummerSlam in that regard. But I can't stress enough, none of this is the crowd's fault. None of it is the crowd's fault. Crowd were absolutely here for it, and this is a great example. They were right behind Drew McIntyre. So Drew comes out getting great reaction. Roman comes out. Roman, no friends, lol, on his own, all by himself. No Heyman, no Usos. I said it feels weird, like not having someone holding up the belts for him. It just felt really strange. But he didn't. He didn't have anyone holding up the belts for him. And yeah, a weird look. Looked really, really strange. But he came out. He was on his own. What follows is a really, really, really great match. This is a really great match. We could be at like 4.25, 4.5. That's where I am for the main event. Even the finish, I don't care about the finish. I thought the whole thing was great. Crowds are vocal. They're really with Drew. Really, really with Drew. Every single step of the way. Cheering him on. Just brilliant. Yeah, right behind him. So many great moments. There was a lovely headbutt, which came across so well on TV. I don't know what it was like in the stadium, but on TV it came across really, really well. Loads of close calls as well, like pinfalls and everything. Lots of drama, fighting on the outside, fighting on the inside. One thing I didn't get a screenshot of was Karrion Kross, who at one point throws a bottle at Drew, and Drew goes over, has a few words with him. We see that Karrion is in the front row. It's kind of teased that he might get involved, but actually he never does. He never does. Apart from throwing that bottle, there's nothing, that little troublemaker. It's like, does that mean what a scamp? He's in the front row and all he does is throw a bottle. I should imagine he threw the bottle and then like sat down. As Drew looked over, he was probably like, it's that person. It was that person over there, pointed over at the person next to them. So yeah, that was all that Karrion did. But lots of great moments in this. Great drama. Crowd are absolutely there. Just lovely energy to this main event. Both guys, I think it was this headbutt actually. So bang, Glasgow kiss. Down goes Roman. Of course, Drew's pretty spent as well. He goes down. Main event gets plenty of time as well. We should say that. And A-Town down plays, and down comes Theory. Austin Theory makes his way down and goes to cash in his Money in the Bank briefcase, hands it to the ref over by the timekeeper's area. Out of nowhere, Tyson Fury. Bang! Brilliant moment this was. Brilliant moment, because this is what was missing, to be honest. You know, Drew and Roman had a great match. It was really good, but it just needed something to help it go to a different level. And this helped it. Because all of a sudden, oh my God, Theory's going to cash in. I didn't think he would succeed. But, as soon as he comes down and he goes to the timekeeper area and he goes to hand it in and no one was stopping him, I must admit, as soon as we got to here, I was like, he's going to do it. He's going to do it. No one's stopping him. But then that's when Tyson Fury gets up, bang, smacks him. Theory goes down. He never cashes in, so he's still got the briefcase. So he's still got that. And basically where we get to, I think there's like a Superman punch, there's a spear, Drew's getting his shoulder up. I think Drew hits a claymore, Roman gets his shoulder up. Basically, there's another claymore. It's monumental as well. He hits it perfectly. Roman is down, Roman is out. And it's a 1, 2, and it's going to be a 3. Roman is done. He is dead in the water. No one can save him now. 1, 2, and the ref gets pulled out the ring. That is, without a shadow of a doubt, the closest Roman has ever come to losing the title since he had it. I was convinced it was done. I can't have been alone. I reckon 62,000 thought it was done as well. They built it to this beautiful crescendo, and it's one of those where, do you know what I mean? Like Drew's counting down the claymore, the crowd are counting with him. You just think to yourself, if he hits this, it's done. Like Roman is out anyway. A claymore puts him to bed, and he hits it. He hits it, and he pins it, and the ref's there. 1, 2, and the ref just disappears. And outside the ring, Solo Sikoa. Solo Sikoa. Ah, so good. So good. Because we've been waiting for Solo to come to the main roster. He is the cousin of the Usos. Well, no, brother of the Usos. Cousin of Roman Reigns. Part of the Anoa'i family. Yeah, brilliant. Another member of the bloodline has arrived. So, loved it. Great way to debut him. Loved it. The way it was done as well, I really thought Drew had it won. And so basically, Drew gets distracted by Solo when he goes over, gets caught with a spear, and it is a 1, 2, 3. And I must admit, I was absolutely stunned. I was absolutely stunned. Roman Reigns retains. I couldn't believe it. I was adamant that Drew was winning. I was adamant. My prediction videos have got Drew winning. I didn't want Drew to win. I wasn't bothered about Drew winning. I want Roman to get to 1,000 days title reign. So I was adamant that Drew was going to get both belts. I thought all of the video packages kind of hyping up the fact that, he won the belt and there was no one there at WrestleMania 36. All of this kind of stuff. It just really felt like this is his time. And a lot of video packages, first show in 30 years. If Drew's not winning, how are we going to end this show? How do you end a show if Drew's not winning? Because surely the crowd are going to be like, oh, deflated. They're going to be really down. How do you end this show? Right. I mean, honestly, at this point, I'm like, are they bringing Braun in early? What are we doing? What are we doing? And Roman walks off. It leaves Drew in the ring. Tyson Fury gets in and he's like, pick yourself up, Drew. Pick yourself up. You didn't let anyone down. You had 62,000 people chanting your name. Do you know what we're going to do? This is what we're going to do. A long, long time ago, I can still remember. And he starts going into American Pie. No word of a lie. American Pie, right? Which I ain't got an issue with that song. A little bit strange maybe to end a UK pay-per-view. First one in 30 years with American Pie, but it's a classic song. No one's got an issue with the song. It's just, he just lost. He just lost. Like, a lot of people came here to see Roman dethroned, to see Drew win, and He just lost. Tyson Fury getting in there. And it just feels like, oh, what are we meant to do? What are we meant to do? Like, he lost. We know that we need to send the crowd home happy. We don't have, like, Braun here. We haven't got Bray. We're going to have to sing a song. In all fairness, it is something that Tyson Fury tends to do. But as I said before, at the very start of this, he does it when he's won. Like, he'll knock someone out and, like, you know, it's the best in the thing is, if you're the best in the world, if you've just shown your skills and shown that you are the best in the world, no one's going to begrudge you singing, are they? No one's going to begrudge you singing. And so, you know, sing your song, mate. You know, you knock yourself out, you've earned it. Here, Drew, yeah, all right, he's earned it. He's earned it. He did himself proud. It was a great match, but he's lost. This feels very Lex Luger 93. It's kind of like, you know, he didn't win the title. In fact, he didn't even win the match. So, but either way, let's have a sing song. Let's have a moment at the end where we all cheer and celebrate and act like it doesn't matter. But weird, really weird. I've got to imagine that if you was in the crowd, you were just a bit confused. I'm sure you enjoyed having a little sing-song if you was in the crowd, but I don't think any of us saw this coming. I didn't see this coming. Right, this is one of the weirdest endings to a pay-per-view ever. There's some really solid stuff here. Like, Gunther Sheamus is great. Seth Riddle, yep, delivers. Main event might be the best thing out of all of them. We get Bret Hart at ringside. We get Adrian Street at ringside. Dominic turns. Like, there are positives. There are things that stop this from being a dumpster fire, right? In no way is this like a horrifically bad pay-per-view. But I just think there's a lot of missed opportunities. I think that there's no backstage interviews. There's no backstage interviews. At SummerSlam 92, we have Roddy Piper playing bagpipes. Do you know what I mean? We have like LOD, I think, coming to the ring on bikes. You've got the colour of the Macho Man and the Ultimate Warrior with their ring gears. You've got outside interference with Ric Flair. Of course, the crown jewel on top, the thing is Bulldog winning. But, I mean, like, this felt very, I don't know, it lacked a bit of spectacle, a bit of razzmatazz. Like, why wasn't there a band that played? Why wasn't there, why did no one sing God Save the Queen? Why was there no backstage interviews to just break up the wrestling? Like, it was video packages, matches, video packages, matches, video packages, matches. Where was the Mean Gene backstage? Where was, I don't know, there was just like, it was weird. It was just a bit strange. It was just a bit, I don't say lifeless, because that's not true, because the crowd brought the life. And, you know, there were some really good matches here as well, but I don't know, where was the spectacle? We had Tyson Fury. I mean, even Lennox Lewis came down, like, waving the flag. We didn't even get that. We didn't even get, like, you know, Drew just had to come out with his sword. But, I mean, like, Lennox Lewis at SummerSlam came down waving the Union flag. We didn't get any of that. There was no Union flag, actually. There was no Jack Union flag being waved around. No God Save the Queen. I don't even think we had fireworks shooting out of the stadium. I don't think there was anything like that. Even the pyro felt like it had been cut down on. So my point is, 30 years we've waited. And I have to say this is below par. I have to say that for a 30-year wait, this is below par. I feel like the matches we got here will stand up easily against SummerSlam 92, because SummerSlam 92 doesn't actually have many great matches. Main event, definitely, but once you go like into the undercard, it's a bit soft. But what that did have was it had Bobby the Brain Heenan on commentary, wearing a crown with Vince McMahon. It had Roddy Piper playing bagpipes. Right? It had Lex Luger come into the ring with the British Bulldog waving the Union flag. It had, you know, just like, I don't know. I mean, it was in the sunshine as well. This was in a closed stadium. So I think that made it feel darker as well. It felt dark, whereas SummerSlam felt light and the light was coming in, whereas this felt quite dark and dreary. And I don't know. It's weird. It sounds like I'm really, really laying into the show. For me personally, this is like a 6 out of 10. Maybe that's a bit harsh. Maybe it should be 6.25, 6.5, somewhere around that ballpark. I just think that, yeah, there's just things that are missing. Like, where's the Mean Gene backstage interviewing, getting that initial reaction as people come back through the curtain? Where's, I don't know, it just felt really, I don't want to say low budget, 'cause that's just not true, is it? But I don't know, perhaps some of you can put it into words better than me, but hopefully you get the point I'm making. Hey guys, thanks a lot for watching. I really hope you enjoyed that video clip. If you want to see other video clips, just click on the links on screen right now. You can also click on the logo in the center. That will allow you to subscribe to the main Wrestling Daze channel. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye for now.